Early Saturday morning, I left San Diego, my destination, San Jose, to visit my dive buddy Scott. With my favorite tunes on the cassette, the hours passed by quickly, and I found myself pulling into Scott's driveway. Day 1 of diving. The dive site is Otters Cove, Monterey. I look forward to getting some good video. Scott and I assemble our gear. A short swim through the kelp, and we descend to the below. Familiar sea life greets us on every rock. Monterey is an invertebrate lover's paradise. Sea anemones and various sea stars abound. Everything here seems to be bigger or more numerous than I have seen on other California reefs. Our next site was to be Monastery Beach. Due to circumstances beyond our control, no underwater video was obtained at this site. Day 2, Scott and I chartered a boat to take us to a couple of sites further offshore of Monterey. These sites reminded us of the Coronado Islands off Mexico. Rock pinnacles and walls provide anchorage for large anemones. Corynactis and orange cup coral carpeted the rocks. Nearby, the sandy bottom was home to large but delicate tube anemones. Kelp beds offered resting places to cabezons and other fish. And in the water column, jellies float by, gently pulsating towards sunlit waters. Hanging along the rock walls were schools of calico bass. On the rocky seabed, two bat stars say their hellos. Not far away, a group of sea stars congregate on a large rock. In a crevice of that rock, a feathery sea cucumber filters the water for food. Nearby, two California sea hares stand by their massive eggs. Swimming on, Scott found a sea lemon nudibranch near its spiral of eggs. A sheep crab hesitantly crawls out of the kelp. Following it, we came to a crevice housing a large sun star. There, we surprised a lingcod, the first of many. On day 3, we drove to Point Lobos State Reserve in Carmel. The rugged coastline is covered with gnarled cypress trees, and Cannery Point is a great vantage point for overlooking the nearby dive site in Whalers Cove. Numerous trails lead up from the shoreline. Here we stop to take photos of interesting plant life. Returning to the parking lot, we surveyed the entry and exit area. A thick canopy of kelp made it necessary to descend almost immediately, saving us from any surface swing. The rocky bottom is forested with palm kelp, which sways gently in the current. Huge sun stars race along in search of whatever it is sun stars eat. A kelp rockfish hangs nearly vertical among the macrocystis. Again, we find numerous invertebrates on the reef, such as this sea cucumber and raspberry-colored sea anemone. A convict fish rests on the coralline algae as another sunstar makes its way past a palm kelp holdfast. Gliding through the palm kelp and along the rock ledge, Scott searches for interesting video subjects. He found this lingcod waiting for its chance at stardom. It knew a good thing and let me get very close. I hope I got its good side. A variety of sponges cover the rocks of Whalers Cove. There is brain sponge and many other colored encrusting sponges. Through the dense kelp, a familiar shape looms. It is a California sheephead wrasse, the only one I spotted this trip. On the fourth day, we decided to off-gas, so we loaded up Scott's VW Bug and headed out to play tourists. Driving through San Francisco and across the Golden Gate Bridge, we headed to Marin County to see what there was to see. From the headlands of Marin, we got some great shots of the Golden Gate Bridge and San Francisco. Not far away, we stopped along the cliffs overlooking a lighthouse. Atop the cliffs is a World War II gun emplacement that we explored. From there, it was on to Muir Woods for a walk among the tall, ancient redwoods. Day 5, we returned to Monterey and started the day diving at Lovers Point Cove. We liked this site so much that even before servicing, we had independently decided to do our second dive here. Our guidebook told us to be on the lookout for a seal that was often spotted here. I caught a short glimpse of him. Large chitons were also mentioned as being common here. Here we saw a couple. It was a good thing we did this second dive, because it was on this dive that we saw one of the most interesting creatures of the entire dive trip, a monkey-faced eel. It is not a real eel, but a close relative to the wolffish. Rather shy, it took some swimming to get a good close shot of this creature. We spent one more day diving in Monterey. I decided to take a break from video and just dive. Then it was time to pack my gear and go. As I drove off, we waved so long. And that's what we did on our summer vacation.